And here's just one illustration. So if you are interested to play with that, I have some Excel sheet with some macros, which should give you that. It's a case with matrix 4x4. If you just modify the coefficient, it directly gives you the curves which is modified online. So what you see here is basically Jacobi iteration is this blue one. Power iteration were yellow, but these two are in fact the same slope, but it's here. But there's a parameter for power iteration to tackle the same problem, but I can tune such that this is not the same. So this is just a minor difference. Sorry. So here it's a number of iterations, and this is distance to the limit, okay? Or bound the distance. The distance you can know. But if you do the exact distance to the limit, it will give the same place, almost. It's a very specific case. Now, if you look at Gauss-Seidel, this is this curve. Okay, so the factor 2 is roughly, you see that instead of that. So to have a precision, this -5, here you need a 20 iteration, whereas this with about 11 iteration, Gauss-Seidel converge. So roughly the factor is 2. And now I consider 3 variants in this case of the iteration. So this one is the cyclic one. So you choose 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's already better. But what you should be more sensitive is the slope. This bias is, for me, it's not significant, but just so it's a cyclic from the iteration should be equivalent to Gauss-Seidel. And now this is the greedy, which is you choose the fluid where you have the Maxwell fluid. Here the matrix is not Beijing, so the amount of fluid it disappears. It's not. If I do what you said, I could maybe do it a bit better, just to simplify. So, but in terms of slope, you see that there are slight differences. And the blue one is the one I choose the greedy, but the greedy is in the so here I cheated in the sense that I choose the node such that what you said exactly. I exactly compute how much I gain in choosing this, and depending on that, I choose exactly the one. So in fact, yeah, I did what you said, and so again is this. But this is a school case. So here I consider the generative data. So here are some powerful. So there's just illustration. I took n equal to 10,000. The number of link is so 60 links, something like that. So I always give you the degree of the link compared by number of nodes. And the d divided by n, d is the doubling node. So I want to go into detail. Doubling node is a node such that it doesn't have any outgoing links. It plays a particular role in diffusion method because when it happens, that means that if you apply the diffusion method to this node, all disappears. Nothing will appear. So the gain is 100% of all fluid in the doubling node. So when you have more doubling nodes, the diffusion approach converges very quickly. So this can put some bias. So I just give you the mention of this value. So here the way the data graph has been generated, so that's important, but it's very random. But we just respected one rule, which is we want to have in degree, out degree law of each node to be power law. This the parameter of the power law to be cubed. Okay, so here what you see is that this is a theoretical bound of the convergence. So theoretical bound is quite high because it's not specific to the specific case you simulate. This is the convergence speed of the power iteration for power iteration. Blue ones should be cyclic one, periodical one. Okay, green one is random one, so not bad in this case. And this yellow and red ones are variants of optimization I proposed in the previous figure, find the slides before. So you see that you can change here a bit, but after having done that, you can do everything here. And I also mentioned here this blue-pink cyan curve, which is opaque. So this I mentioned because originally this idea of free diffusion, the algorithm choosing one node and diffuse has been proposed by the past 2004-05 by Serge Abitboul, an algorithm which is described as opaque online something computation.
Importance computation.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, online page importance computation algorithm. But the main difference is that in their case, it was exactly the same system, but they work, let's say, to simplify, equal to 1, which means that they work with a system where the quantity of fluid you have to diffuse, F, have always the same quantity. So that H go to infinity. So that to have the limit, you have to renormalize H to have the limits. What's the difference? In their case, you want to optimize, for instance, in terms of the choice. In their case, also the choice of the sequence is for free, so you can optimize on that. But they are working with a quantity which is infinity. So how to optimize that for the quantities go to infinity, knowing that they also don't have a stopping condition. They don't know what's the distance to the limits. So it's very complex. In our case, one, you have the stopping condition, so the distance to the limit you want to reach. And also, in terms of the optimization problem formulation, here you just want to choose the sequences such that the fluid disappears as much as fast as possible. Otherwise, if you had a constant fluid everywhere, well, whatever you do, it's always the same amount of fluid which is just moving. So it's not that easy to guess what's the optimal sequence. So, okay, that's a small difference, but as a consequence, it's very different. And if you apply their algorithm, it converges not exponentially and very slowly. And why is it too slow? Just to give you intuition, if you take just a graph, as you can take two nodes here, just linked together, so they should have the same score globally. But if you choose their algorithm, the way you choose this or this, the number you visited and you put the fluid, so this number is going to infinity, and they are equal, and the equality is like central theorem limit, converging to the speed of 1 over square root of number of realization. So the conversion is really slow. Whereas in our diffusion, if you have 2 here, 2 here, you just diffuse the 1, 2, 3, 4, and up, they are done. They're equal. So in terms of convergence, they do something. But what's very interesting, both in their approach and what we propose, in both cases, the approach is completely distributed. Okay. This is another case. So this is in the case of WebGraph we imported from our Italian website. So in this case, it's 1 million node. N divided by N is 31. Doubling node is 4.6%. And here the factor, so you see that the factor is much less than before. Doubling node plays a role for sure. So here the factor again is about 4. And again, so here I added Gauss-Seidel. So Gauss-Seidel, you see that as I said before. Well, it's not factor 2, but almost a factor 2 again. But compared to that, you can gain another factor. This is another web graph. So we started work a bit on, so this is about 10,000 node with so 1.64 degree number of links, and almost 50% of it. We just worked a bit, and then we worked because there was some critics on saying that this graph is not very realistic. But for us, graph is just input. We want to just an algorithm which is robust. But it's just maybe very specific case. Here the gain is about factor 40. And here again, you see that Gauss-Seidel. But what's interesting, even if the graph is not realistic, you cannot say what you want. But compared to Gauss-Seidel, here the gamma of gain is really much more important with our approach, because in this case, the fact that you choose the sequence more optimally had a huge gain compared to this improvement due to the fact that updates are done at P3 level, not at the vector level.
Wait, what number of iteration? What does it mean, 0.1?
Okay, so this is a normalized number of constant computation. So here it's all simulation. We didn't really run something and compute the computation time. The reason is the basic. We wanted to put something which is easy to understand. Number of iterations, typically, we compare what's the cost to iterate 1 per iteration. So 1 means that. And to complete 1 per iteration, typically, your matrix have big L links. So in this case, L divided by L is this, so about 16,000 links. So it's 16,000 operations, because the multiplication, plus I forgot the addition, but basically it's proportional to that. So that's basically what it is. So we want to just compare to the cost of per iteration.